What up, everybody? Ate the Chosen One just did a video on top 5 movies that cheer him up, and so it kind of inspired me to do the same. Um, it is true. A lot of people on here, all you do is horror and all this kind of stuff, and I myself have always tried to do something a little bit different. But I really liked the movies he picked and what he, kind of the direction he was going with that. So figured I'd be the follower that I am and be right along with it. Anyway, so without further ado, we'll start off. We'll go number 5 to number 1. So number 5, I like twisted, retarded, stupid humor, and Matt Stone and Trey Parker do a great job with having the retarded, stupid humor. So South Park, bigger, longer, and uncut. I love this movie. I laughed my ass off the first time I seen it, and I laughed my ass off the 47,000th time I've seen it. I laugh every time I watch this movie. I haven't watched it for a while, but every time I do, I pop it in, I laugh, have a good time, cheers me up. Good quality stupid humor. It's awesome. And on that same note of good quality, stupid, retarded, twisted, disgusting, makes you shake your head and then laugh, and then shake your head again while laughing. Team America World Police. Good Lord, this movie, for one, what they put into this movie to make it work, all the extra little things they did to make the costumes for the puppets and everything like that, and how well the puppets looked and stuff is pretty amazing for a cheesy movie like this. So when you get done with the final product, they say in the extras of this, they got done with the final product and they're like, holy shit, these guys their mouths move too good. Everything is too good on these guys. We have to dumb it down because it's not a serious movie. So it was pretty cool, and just stuff that they use for decorations in the background. Yeah, if you haven't ever watched the special features of this movie, check it out. You'll actually gain a little more respect for the movie that way. But yeah, great movie. Love it, love it, love it. Carson! Yeah. So, this movie came out and was brilliant, okay? And in some ways, the cover kind of, I can agree with the cover. Talladega Nights, best movie ever made. When it came out, that was one of the funniest movies I think I've ever seen in my life. That the sheer comic genius when John C. Reilly and Will Ferrell are together. I was like, holy shit, dude! That's probably the funniest thing I've ever seen. Especially with these two guys. They're comic geniuses in my book when they work together. By themselves, they're not as funny. Like, not even close. Some of their stuff's okay, and then like Will Ferrell just recently did Land of the Lost or something like that. I didn't even watch it because the previews were just that stupid to me. This was genius. Everything that they did in this movie. The guy that played Borat, I don't know, he's freaking hilarious. I mean, the whole thing is just all the way through. I'm not going to go into details or whatever, but brilliant. If I could speak today, brilliantly funny, just great. Never thought they could have topped it, but they did with Step Brothers. This movie, holy shit, this movie. I went and saw it in the theaters, and I was just like completely blown away that they actually topped Talladega Nights. I didn't think it was possible. And so, like I said, these two guys, comic geniuses when they're together. These guys, every time I watch this movie, I laugh, or I find something I missed the last time, or something just seems, Brendan has a mangina, the Wookiee masks, You know, just yeah. I mean, come on. This movie is amazing. I mean, come on. Night vision goggles. You still have yours now. I had to sell mine and pay my rent. You know, it's ridiculous. Just yeah, awesome. And so my number one movie that cheers me up. Okay, I hadn't seen this for a very long time since I was a kid. My brother gives me a copy of the DVD. He's like, "Oh, I have two. You know, here you go." Why I had two, I don't know. Didn't get that far in the conversation. But this movie came out. It was either '86 or '87. I don't know. I was like 5 or 6 when it came out, and I remember being so excited when it came out on VHS, and I was able to go rent it from the video store and bring it home and watch it. It was epic back then, and when my brother gave me a copy, I'm just like, seriously, dude, you know, I'm 20 some odd years old, you know, I'm not into this stuff anymore, you know. He's like, oh, just, you know, it's good classic memorabilia to have. I'm like, all right, you know. So it sat at my house for a while, and one day, you know, I was just like, you know what? This was a few years ago, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna pop it in. I don't really remember much about the movie. But I do remember the day I got to go rent it, you know. So, and I remember how excited I was and everything like that. I'm like, let's go take a trip down memory lane. Popped it in, I watched it. I'm like, holy shit, you know. The music in this movie is fantastic. It's like fucking inspirational as shit, dude. Anytime I have a bad day, I actually got the soundtrack for the movie. I actually bought the soundtrack for the movie. $4 off Amazon. Awesome. Great. Best $4 I ever spent. And it like pumps you up. You know, you get like, fuck yeah, you know, you're just, I don't know. It's great to me. You know. Anyway. And and so like I pop it in and watch it, and just it's a gripping movie. You're sitting here going, wait a minute, this is a fucking cartoon. Transformers the movie. Yes, special collector's edition. Nothing much special about it, but I mean, great movie. This movie will pump you up. I swear to God. If you have not seen this and you think I'm crazy, go buy it or rent. You know, get it off Amazon for a couple bucks or whatever. You know, buy it and watch it. I shit you not. You'll find yourself going, holy shit, this is great. It'll make you feel like a freaking kid again. This movie will cheer me up anytime. It'll be okay. Well, let me put it to you this way. I went to work the other day. I had to give a speech in front of all my peers, probably close to around 100 people. I had to stand up in front of, and I don't do that. And I got chosen out of everybody on my shift to do this. And I had to speak and talk about my career and all this kind of crap. Nervous as fuck. So on the way to work, I'm listening to freaking the Transformer CD, and you know what? It inspired me. It made me feel a little better. It, you know, made me kind of get the jitters out. It just, for whatever reason, it helped. And I went there and I actually did a pretty good job, which surprised the hell out of me. Regardless of when I sat down, I was shaking and whatever because all the nerves came out. But dude, if you have not seen this movie for a long time or never seen it for whatever reason, check this out. It's killer. It's kick ass. You gotta love it. Anyway, said my piece. You got Transformers, Step Brothers, Talladega Nights, Team America, and South Park, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut. If you haven't seen any of these, check them out. I recommend them. Movies that cheer me up. Peace.